Hello, this is part 2 with the video. I can only do these at 15 minutes at a time, so that's why this is part 2. So I believe we were looking at the headquarters of the National Anti-Suffrage Association. And once again, um, once we saw all men there. So think about how this might be used. This is kind of an interesting photo. Would maybe the strategy in publishing such a photo, would it be to show only that men were the ones being opposed to women's suffrage? Possibility. Think about that. What other information can you ascertain from this photo as well? Okay, so what else can we need to look at? Let's close this one out. And the other next one on our list was, let's go back here a little bit while I try to find the correct document. Here it is. Moved over a little. So we are down now to the youngest parader in the New York Suffragist Parade. Okay, so that would be this one here. And we see another photograph, and we have a parade going on. We see women in banners. There's a votes for women, and we see, of course, the youngest parader is the baby there being pushed in that stroller. We also see another little child behind this one in the front left. So what can we see here? What are some notes that we can take away? Some strategies being used? Well, we can see that they're including all ages, young, old, and very young, and showing that women are not going to just give up their children, especially if you take that in response to that cartoon that was published, leaving their kids behind. Their kids are going to be part of this as well, and they're trying to make the world better for their children. You can also see there's another little girl here on the right side, hiding behind, kind of holding her hand of her mom there, or what we might assume is her mother. Could be an aunt, grandma, I don't know. But we can see that they're also keeping the demands in the public eye. They're on a parade, not just using, having the children in there, but they'll also remember this is a parade. They're showing, you can see people on the sides of the street there. They're keeping their demands in the public eye. They're publishing pamphlets. They're putting ads in newspapers or what have you. Responses to anti-suffrage lists. They're keeping this in the public eye. They want this to be on the forefront of people's minds. They want to get attention to their cause, because just the quiet way of protesting wasn't getting them anywhere. And then lastly, the last photo is College Day on the picket line. And this is just women from different colleges. They have banners saying what college they're from. And once again, same thing. They're out in front of their picketing in front of the White House, in the public eye, getting the word, the images, the notice that they want to get their cause pushed through. And look how they're even addressing the president directly. Mr. President, Mr. Woodrow Wilson, how long must women wait for liberty? We're also seeing that they're addressing the president directly with their cause, their parades, their picketing out front of the White House. So put all that information together. Let's close this out and go back to something here. Let me find it. Hold on. Okay, so when you go back to your assignment, you have all these notes, strategies used, all the different things we took note of, and then put that all together to answer the question. Examine the strategies women use to achieve suffrage. What successful strategies do women use to overcome obstacles to women's voting rights? So make note of all those things, include all of the documents or all but one of the documents in your analysis. And then also use outside information. So perhaps when you're talking about successful strategies, perhaps you want to pull from hunger strikes. When Alice Paul and her other followers were arrested and they won hunger strikes in jail, was that a successful strategy? Was it keeping it in the public eye? That might be something you want to use as outside information. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just trying, a thing came off the top of my head. Okay, what other successful strategies were used? Think about other strategies that were used in the women's movement, and basically how do they become successful. So good luck. If you have any questions, please let me know. Good luck.